And welcome into the Sporting News Studios. Tom Vandervoort and Stephen Levine, joined by Gary Howard, editor-in-chief of Sporting News, to talk a little NFL preseason football Week 3, Gary.
And they're heating up, Tom.
They are heating up, and Redskins quarterback competition heating up a little bit. John Beck, Rex Grossman, which guy do you think is going to take the job?
Good Rex.
Good Rex.
Probably.
You're not worried about bad Rex.
I made Stephen laugh already. We just started.
I'm easy, though.
It's easy. But, I mean, obviously, Rex Grossman looked good. I mean, there was no question about it. He threw the ball extremely well. Didn't seem because the thing about him, he had the happy feet.
Right.
You know, happy feet inside the pocket don't make too many, connections as far as him connecting with his receivers. We've known we had with him when he was with the Chicago Bears. He played extremely well. They won a big bunch of ball games.
That's
made
right.
it to the championship game. But since then, it's been this journey for him. Obviously, he came off the bench a couple of times last year for Donovan McNabb. What do we see from this year? He's got good competition from John Beck, who actually seems to throw a better long ball. Do you think? I think
I like John Beck's release. I like the quick release. And he's intriguing. 4 games with Miami, lost them all, but he's been talking like, hey, I'm going to win the starting job this offseason.
And he went in it like that. Now, you needed that competition. The thing that actually made me feel very good about Washington was the fact that Tim Hightower looked extremely well coming out of the backfield. He ran with abandon. He ran really hard. He made good cuts, and he had good breakaway speed. So if they can get something out of the backfield, then maybe it won't be that much pressure on the quarterback position to produce as much. And obviously, with Washington playing a solid defense, and the defense did look pretty good in this exhibition.
A lot better than last year. They were terrible last year. And the running attack for the Redskins, I mean, Shanahan, that offense, you should be able to get a good running attack out of Tim Hightower.
Well, he's always been the kind of coach, no matter what running back he's had, he's been able to produce 1,000, 1,200, 14 yards out of his running game with that stretch play that seems to work pretty well for them. He's got that down. He's got his offensive lineman getting out in the lanes and opening up holes, and Hightower looked really good. Yeah. I mean, it's only exhibition season.
He's a good fit for that
system. But he seems to be a really good fit for that season, that system.
You know who else looked good is shifting to a different game is Matthew Stafford for the Lions. 200 yards, 2 TDs. It was interesting to contrast him with Tom Brady on the other side, who looked a little rattled, didn't look as comfortable.
Well, I think if you'd have put Stafford in that New England uniform and you'd have had Ndamukong Suh chasing after you, you'd have looked a little bit rattled too.
Good point.
Because I thought the Detroit defensive line was just absolutely awesome, put so much pressure on Brady. Conversely, I thought Stafford was very calm. He got rid of the ball out of there. Obviously, we know if he takes a big lick, he's been hurt recently, take some big licks, but if he can actually hold on, that Detroit team might be able to make a little few noise in the NFC North. And all you do have the Minnesota Vikings and, of course, the defending champion Green Bay Packers in that division.
The defending champion, does that mean they're poised for a repeat? Do you think they're capable of going all the way?
The Green Bay Packers?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think they have the kind of team together now, especially when you get back a Jermichael Finley.
Right.
Jermichael Finley is already going to spread that offense, and it's already a passing game. Let's not get it wrong. I mean, you do get back a wonderful running back in Ryan Grant, and you do have a backup who actually played very well for them. Mr. Starks played very well for them in the postseason last year. But
I love the hunger that a Ryan Grant and a Jermichael Finley are going to bring to that team.
Well, he did, and he took $1 million off his contract to make sure that he would be a part of it. But obviously, he got a signing bonus early, so that actually helped when you're going to cut your salary. But Ryan Grant runs extremely hard. And then you have Starks coming back. You got a rookie in Randall Cobb who's going to fit into the return game, and he's also going to be able to fit in with those wonderful receivers they have. I mean, you have Greg Jennings out there playing. He's extremely good. You got Jordy Nelson who's been playing well. You got Donald Driver, the quintessential pro who's been around for a long time, and you have Aaron Rodgers.
The bus driver, I mean, he's the key to the whole thing.
Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he looked so in control the other night. What was it, 19 for 23, just to whoever he wanted to throw it to.
I mean, only thing he had wrong was that mustache that he had
what's going on with the facial hair?
I don't know, but he had the beard.
Kerry Collins had the white beard
in the first one. Then he had the big Fu Manchu.
I don't know.
I'm sure he'll be clean cut for the opening game against the New Orleans Saints at Lambeau Field. Should be a great opener for NFL. But if you look at all the teams who have done anything, the Packers, the way they finished off last year was very impressive. And people didn't know that they actually, Stephen, had to win 3 games to get to the postseason, including that last game at home. I mean, playing against Chicago. So if you add to that Jermichael Finley, you add to that a Ryan Grant, you get back some of the pieces that they had on the defensive end, and I think you have the makings for a team that could possibly repeat. For the first time in quite some time, we've seen a repeat Super Bowl champion.
And the thing is, too, the offseason turmoil, other teams not being able to catch up to the Packers because of some of the limitations, no OTAs and that kind of thing. I think that actually helps that team.
That's a great point to be made because you don't have that time to work in. Like we were talking a little bit off the camera about what they're going to have to do down in Houston.
Right, putting in a new system.
From a 4-3 to a 3-4 to get ready for Wade Phillips' defense. But did they have enough time to actually put those plays, put those things in place so that you can actually react instinctively to the ball as opposed to trying to say, where am I supposed to be on this particular play?
Right.
And as you know, in the NFL, poof,
that's death.
That's it. You're death. Waiting to be happy.
Absolutely. A lot of teams looking good. Still a lot of questions we've got to answer. That was week 3 of the NFL preseason with Gary Howard and Stephen Levine. I'm Tom Vandervoort, and we'll see you next time.